Anonymous viewer, Ham, you are awesome. You guys, jeez. Anonymous viewer from Indiana, for some reason. The Batman. You got it, friend. Hey everybody, this is Ham. Enjoys movies and then he writes down stuff about them and then puts them into a video format and uploads them to YouTube so you can see what I thought of the movie. This is the only show where Ham reviews movies. I'm Ham, Michael Keaton's Batman. The 1989 classic that changed everything, Batman. Batman was an incredibly successful early memory for people born in the mid to early 80s. This is the first thing to kickstart comic love for most of us. In an effort for more attitude, Punisher, Batman, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were released in 1989 and 90. Where Punisher failed, Batman and TMNT kicked off 3+ film franchises, while The Hulk, Captain America, Flash, and Swamp Thing, aging TV models, all came to a close. Made-for-TV media was dead. Children and teens were finally being targeted with TV shows and films. Disney with The Rocketeer, The Power Pack Pilot Try, New Adventures of Lois and Clark, all began to skew to younger in audience and actors. To confirm it was truly dead, Hasselhoff was shoved into a Nick Fury movie of the old model, and oh boy, the style was gone. And now the movie. Harold is being really ridiculed by his wife here. He's also very easy to knock out, apparently. He's the kind of man who goes unconscious from a light tap on the back. Nervous Bum argues with Skeptic about Johnny Gobbs and the Bat, and Nervous Bum gets kicked through a door. Absolutely no bull here. Batman comes, butts are kicked, end of story. Now, that is an intro. Lando is now introduced as the new law in Gotham, and I guess when he's not rubbing elbows with space pirates, he's keeping Gotham streets clean. The Overlook caretaker does not look all that concerned about him. He traded in Shelley Duvall for a blonde with better teeth. Knox appears to harass Lieutenant Cheers. Turns out there's some sort of a banana peel problem. Lieutenant Cheers then runs into Caretaker in the back alley, and Caretaker is clearly running things. So here we are to Knox. Now he is obviously the station's joke. Luckily for him, Cool World. Cool World. Luckily for him, Cool World believes in bats. Luckily for him, Cool World believes and also happens to have a bat fetish. They go on to form Team Bruce Wayne Stalker. Caretaker is put on a mission to rob Access Chemicals. This seems like a setup. He doesn't like it, but off he goes. So it turns out it's a setup. Since our first Bat scene, we have had Jack Nicholson completely shoved down our throats. You can assume that an Academy Award winner is going to get more screen time even in Batman. He's been a pretty big focus up until this point, but he's obviously about to get his comeuppance. And then we've got Robert Wall, who's essentially what seems like the second most important character right now, but pretty quick we're going to find out that he's only being used to bring Kim Basinger in front of the camera. They essentially go from 5 minutes of Batman to about a half hour of everyone else. The Bruce Wayne stalkers arrive at his home. Vale accidentally runs into the Vulture, who joins her quest to find out who this Bruce Wayne guy is. Lando drops one of the best lines in history when he asks about the Batman. Knox is just about the worst at what he does than anyone has ever done anything. Ever. Team Bruce Wayne stalkers arrive. They start insulting Bruce Wayne while Vulture sneaks up behind them. Plot twist, the Vulture is Bruce Wayne. Wow. Knox is awful, if that hasn't been made clear. Bruce is called away to review some security footage where he finds out that the Caretaker is up to no good. Lieutenant Cheers is there to bust up a mob party. It's a setup if that wasn't made clear. Chaos ensues as a gunfight breaks out that makes stormtroopers look like sharpshooters. We finally get more Batman. A super tense and underrated moment between Jack and Batman here, and it's awesome. Batman has to back down, and the expressions on Jack's face are really true to the character he has played so far. 400 bullets later, and Lieutenant Cheers finally steps up to catch one and decides to sit the rest of the movie out. Round of applause. Batman accidentally dunks Caretaker in Doom's Dip, and Batman escapes. So Knox is terrible. Vale's stalking is successful. Bruce and Vicky share a quiet dinner 50 feet from each other. Michael Keaton is stiff, charming, and lovable. He really is perfect in this role. Kim does a great job in this scene making some serious chemistry. The caretaker survived, but it ain't good. He might be a little unhinged at this point. The Joker is out for revenge. Turns out he was set up. This scene is magic. Jack goes full Joker. Vale tries to take a one-night stand to the next level and goes down in flames as a crime boss tries to stand up to the Joker and goes down in flames. Joker decides it's time to take on Batman. Vale rejoins the Batman Stalker Club and follows him around the city. It's time to catch up where we are basically at this point. We're at halfway. By this point in most comic book movies, we're going through about 1 million subplots and different holes and things that we need to understand and clean up by the end of the film. Joker went crazy and killed the mob boss that was trying to murder him. Batman is literally just being Batman at this point. He's just stopping bad guys like you would think he would. Vale wants Batman and Bruce. So, I mean, the plots all kind of are separate but together in a way that makes sense, to be very easily cleaned up later. Joker is upset at his lack of attention after feathering a mob boss and delivers the best line of the movie. The FBI agent from Matilda hands Joker a picture of Vicky. Joker is in love. To celebrate, he decides to murder all of the women. Turns out Doom's Dip gave Joker some top-notch hacking abilities. He is on every channel, pushing Smiley like some slightly less insane Billy Mays. Vale makes a fake date with Bruce and he can't take the stalking anymore. He decides to send in Batman to confront her. But before he can arrive, Joker princes all over the freaking place. I liked this scene a lot more when I was a kid. It's still kind of fun, but there were a lot of things where I guess they thought were going to be a lot more campy than they ended up becoming. This Joker just really isn't funny, so this really doesn't seem like it belongs. Joker joins Vale for dinner. She is not pleased, and he is interrupting her imaginary dinner with Bruce Wayne. Joker tries to get to know her better, but she is frightened off by not Shelley Duvall as Batman drops in and completely ruins everything. Batman drives Miss Daisy to a dead end before taking out all of the bad guys, still finding time to call Vale fat. All in all, it's a good night. Batman gives Vale the code combo to Smiley before knocking her out, breaking into her apartment, stealing her film from inside her bra, and sneaking out. Joker is for real this time going after Batman. Bruce Wayne shows up at Vale's apartment. She is not happy he blew off her imaginary dinner. Their relationship status is complicated at best. Joker shows up and turns the crazy all the way to 10 before Wayne turns it to 11. Joker shoots Wayne, Joker leaves, Wayne leaves, and Vale decides to take it easy for a while. Joker uses his hacking super abilities and announces that he's hijacking an entire parade. Wayne realizes Joker killed his family back when he was a simple Overlook caretaker. Alfred completely destroys the bro code, bringing a stalker down to Batman's cave. Batman heads out to accept Joker's Prince Dance-Off challenge, but Joker starts without him. The dance battle is completely one-sided and Batman never stood a chance. To celebrate his blowout victory, Joker decides to kill everyone. Why did so many people show up after he already tried to kill everyone with poison? Everyone seemed so surprised that he was still trying to kill everyone since his first plot was foiled. I mean, I guess at least he used, cool balloons this time. Batman steals Joker's balloons. Knox finally gets shut up. Joker is not happy. He takes it out on the FBI agent from Matilda, who finally decides they've had enough of the film. Batman swoops in to take out Joker, but unfortunately, the only person in this movie allowed to successfully shoot anyone is Joker. I guess Joker finishes 4 for 4 since he gets to knock out the Batplane in one shot. Joker asks Vale to accompany him to this helicopter. Batman fights off Inept and Ineptor. Batman finishes off Blade to reach the final boss level. Vale starts to come on to Joker. Seems like a setup. Joker is hilariously beaten up by Batman until he gets the upper hand, flipping them off the side of the building. Batman ties him to a gargoyle with a batarang. Joker loses his grip and gracefully bows out of the film. The bat signal is unveiled and Vicky Vale returns to Wayne Manor, never to be seen again. It's a fantastic movie. It sets the standard for comic adaptations. Keaton and Nicholson were the best guys that Hollywood had for these roles. Tim Burton made some genius decisions here. There isn't a lot to review about the film. It still holds up and is arguably the best DC movie ever made. Maybe the best comic book movie ever. I know it lacked in the humor, and was more serious than some of the current fan favorites, but it is still a treat every time I watch. Michael set the Alfred standard, and it is a shame that we never got to see Billy D's Two-Face. I mean, what can you say? Honestly, the movie is unbelievable. Every time I watch this thing, I could watch it 2 or 3 more times. I could go to sleep every night to this movie. It is amazing from start to finish. Michael Keaton is incredible. Jack Nicholson is incredible. Kim Basinger is incredible. But Knox is just the worst. So my grade for this movie is an A. This will be the first movie that goes into the yesteryear videos of comic book adaptations and things like that. So there we have it. If you haven't seen it, go watch this freaking movie right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I look forward to making much more. Right now, I'm still trying to get a handle on how these videos are created and everything. Being Puppet Master, I hope you watched it. It was a lot of fun to make. It was the first one I made with some audio challenges, but in the end, it was a good time. I got a couple of films coming up next. I should do Trial of the Incredible Hulk, I believe, is coming up soon. I've got the X-Men, Back to the Future, Harry Potter, and obviously much more. There's a lot of movies out there. Thanks again, everybody. I'm Ham for me. I'm Ham for you. And please enjoy the movie and have a great day.